Good morning. This mind map depicts key concepts of the psychology of sensation, which is a part of Module 3, Sensation and Perception. The mind map illustrates four main concepts in sensory psychology and, more importantly, how they interrelate. We have sensory processes, which is here. These form the foundation of our sensory experience, and they involve these three things particularly: sensory receptors detecting stimuli, transduction of these stimuli into neural signals, and the transmission of these signals to the brain. We're also going to be looking at the difference between sensation and perception, two closely linked psychological processes. Sensation is the raw input from our senses, while perception is how our brain interprets these sensations. The diagram shows sensation leading directly to perception. Sensory adaptation is here. This mechanism adjusts our sensitivity to ongoing stimuli. The mind map shows it interacting and influencing both sensory processes and how we experience sensations and perceptions. And finally, we have processing. This is divided into two types. Top-down processing up here and bottom-up processing here. Bottom-up processing builds perceptions from sensations, shown flowing from sensation to perception. Top-down processing, this uses existing information or existing knowledge to influence perception. The diagram illustrates it affecting both perception directly and potentially modulating sensory processes. There's it influencing it directly, and there's potentially modulating processes. These interrelationships show that sensory processes lead to sensations, which then feed into perceptions. Sensory adaptation affects multiple stages of this process, both bottom-up and top-down processing play roles in how sensations become perceptions. And there's a feedback loop where higher level processes, top-down, can influence even the initial stages of sensing. These interconnected systems demonstrate how our experience of the world is a dynamic interplay between incoming sensory information as well as our brain's interpretive processes, also known as perception.